How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Arc Theory, covering the topic or the chapter 1182 of One Piece, titled Zaza. And you know me, you know us, friend.
Yeah, I love the
You know
title.
us, friend. Yeah, we got Fujitora sitting here eating a bowl of udon painstakingly crafted by a fox and a tanuki. Uh, I'm not sure what a tanuki is, but I'm pretty sure that's the raccoon dog that everyone is calling Chopper. They're mistaking Chopper for.
Yeah, that actually that hits on every level. I feel like
Like, this man's been called a raccoon dog by like at least 40 people out there.
yeah, definitely. Now
And
we
this,
find the culprit.
yeah, no, but yeah, not a whole lot really. I think you can really get off of, excuse me, this cover picture. I mean, it's just cool to see Fujitora, I guess, but there's not really a whole lot of.
Yeah, it's always just cool to see more characters. And again, the title's dope. I'm more stuck on the title than I was the
Yeah.
cover story.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, someone's
Yeah.
name is Zaza. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be a dope character. Um,
Yeah, it's just like what I saw it, I'm like, Zaza, huh? What are we talking about here, Odie? What are we talking about?
he was smoking on that good pack. That's what it's called.
Yeah, what you know about Zaza? What you know about the Zaza?
Yeah.
Boy said top shelf Zaza threw off his circadian rhythm.
He said, I'm smoking on that black
All right.
Sumerian runts.
Yeah.
um,
Alrighty. So yeah, well, I guess let's jump into the first handful of pages here and see what we got. But all right, yeah, let's hop into it. So here we have Loki starting off with the first panel. His presence is still here as he wheezes. It's hard to keep him in sight while I'm so huge. We cut to Emu, Needhog. To think I would see thee again in this world. A sea heavy breeze as well. Traitor. Both sides hacking, coughing, wheezing. Emu sees snow. Ah, indeed. Thy affinity for one another was always great. Lightning caused by an impact with ice. He continues on. Ragnir, so thou stayed as thou were in days past, waiting for a new master to come along. How familiar thy sight is. We get a small introduction of Ragnir, Hammer, Ragnir, Squirrel, Fruit, Mythical Type, Model, Ice Squirrel, Ratatasker. Or just maybe Ratatask, however it's pronounced. I think they don't pronounce a lot of the R's that go along in these names, at least the second one. So, but anyway, we move on. We have Loki, Emu going at it with more attacks. Loki lets out an attack named Ragna Quint Arrow, a barrage of lightning, I don't know, orbs, arrow strikes, keep Emu at bay. Emu retaliates with a move called Gazing Eclipse. We pan to the next page. Lots of carnage, destruction, canceled out attacks laid out at each other. Both sides continue wheezing, huffing. I don't know. The battlefield looks like just like straight chaos right now. Uh, that's kind of it for like the first 5 pages. So if we want to kind of cut back and
yeah, we can stop here and you can give your first synopsis on the first 5 pages.
yeah, I mean, I kind of get it when you're a big ass dragon that's arguably the size of an island of your own, keeping track of. I mean, Emu's not small by any means, but like keeping track of someone. I mean, comparatively, like can understand the troubles and the issues of seeing somebody so tiny through the smoke and the fog and the explosions and all that shit. So definitely, definitely duly noted on that.
Yeah.
I don't know. He seems so like Emu seems so like not like I don't know. I guess a twisted sense of happy. I don't know. He just seems sort of like at last. You know what I mean? Like I finally like to him. He's just kind of like at last. I've kind of been looking for you for so long, and
Yeah.
I finally found you. So like he's kind of got joy, but it's like wrapped up in like I'm fighting against you because he's calling him a traitor. So it's kind of weird. Weird feelings, weird vibes there coming from Emu. Um, so I guess the are are we saying the hammer Ragnir definitely has the devil fruit then? Right. Because I
I'm
mean I know the
guessing.
community was kind of bouncing back and forth between at first, like the people were very sold on like the hammer right Ragnar definitely having a devil fruit, but then since the squirrel kind of manifested its own like essence out of the hammer,
Yeah.
people were kind of like, is this like what is this? Is this just something some other entity that's housing in the hammer? I don't know. I think it's this kind of outright answers
Yeah. I'm
like
guessing it's like Spandam's sword.
yeah, like the elephant sword or the dog bazooka,
Yeah.
like
Uh, an object ate a devil fruit, which again they have to explain how this is happening.
yeah, yeah. I have no clue. Um,
But
again,
continue.
just when you go to the third page, it just continued looking at me at Emu's face. He's like excited, like he's got some kind of like devious plan or thoughts that he's got going on in his head right now. That's like he's gonna do some sort of manipulating or trying to tear apart two people and make them face each other or something. He's got something going on. Yeah, I mean the nothing too crazy. The Ragnar Quint arrow. I mean, it's just like a barrage of like just feels like a gatling of like lightning arrows, which is pretty sick. When you look at the next page and see the carnage, not only from like POV esque or like third view esque, and then from like really from like a distance third view of the carnage that's going on the battlefield. I think it's pretty crazy. I'm excited to see where I know I'm getting ahead of myself here, but I'm excited to see where Big Luffy fits into all of this and what he's gonna bring to the table.
Right. Of course, we're all excited about Luffy coming in. I gotta see that fight. I can't wait to
Yeah, give
see
me.
that.
Yeah, let's get your takes on this first few pages.
My takes on the first few pages are like when I first seen um, Loki in the dragon form again. I'm like, oh man, the size advantage stuff is really messing with him. And then, like you said, I don't know if it's about like him blinding himself because he feels so ashamed about his eyes, or if it's just like Emu is strategically making himself bigger and smaller to throw off his perception of him. I'm sort of leaning to the other point where Emu is making himself small and large to throw off his sight perception.
Yeah, definitely could be.
And I was thinking about like,
I notice he's still impacted into the tree.
yeah, I
My
mean,
bad.
he
Didn't mean to
definitely.
step
No,
on your
you're good.
toes.
You're good. Yeah, definitely. He definitely sat there for a minute. That hit definitely hurt. for a good minute, but it also reminded me that he's just sitting there and thought like, "Oh man, I haven't seen my friend." Like that's like us, where if we haven't seen each other in like 10 years or something like that, and you're like, "Man, that guy," and it's good to see you again, dude. Like, but also like you're also sort of a bitch,
This
like.
is
um
yeah. This is also giving me almost like you getting in a skirmish or getting in a fight and you take one of those punches like like they make the memes where an anime person gets punched and do like 10 flips or go through a wall or something and be like, huh, I'm just getting started.
yeah.
And this is where things get real. This is just kind of like Emu gets slammed into a tree and he's got a smile on his face,
Oh, now I'm having fun. I
like
haven't had
I don't
this much
know.
fun in years, man.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So yeah, just
My bad though.
you're
Yeah.
good. You're good. All around is just again, it's cool to see this because I have to keep saying that I didn't expect this stuff to happen. It's cool to see all this. It's cool to see all the chaos and destruction that Loki is causing to his own home, and he doesn't really care. He's looking at the bigger picture. If I don't stop him now, there won't be no home to come to, and everybody will be a slave to this man you know if I let him win here. So
Mhm.
bigger picture, I'm gonna destroy everything I can to stop him. But yeah, like you said, them just exhausted already from what they're throwing out, and they're both exhausted for different reasons. Loki is missing a lot with his attacks, and obviously you got Emu dying out here. Um,
Yeah, I mean, we got Loki. I mean, who's to say how really full Loki was healed from the attack from Shamrock?
True.
What would have could only have been like earlier that same day, and then now he's getting pierced. He got pierced completely through by that blade by Emu. So like he's definitely struggling. He's feeling the fucking burn, and then not only that, they're both fucking the attacks they're both ripping, bro, are not little attacks.
Yeah. Um, I was a little surprised by Emu's uh relationship with Ratatasker. I'm gonna call him Ratatasker because it sounds like a Pokemon and it's dope to me. Um, yeah, I was just surprised that he had kind of a history with it, and he's talking to it like this the devil fruit's always been there, or the hammer has always had a will of its own too.
Right.
Um,
I mean, he literally says how familiar thy sight is, like you said, bro. This is a this is a former acquaintance.
yeah, thou stayed as thou was in days past. Like we've had a relationship, and again, now I'm leaning again more towards your point where you said this might have been a pirate crew. These might have been rocks before the rocks pirates 800 years ago in the void century, and it's just pretty dope to see that they have a relationship. The eye rings
Right.
over Emu is terrifying, bro. Like that. Could you imagine that coming at you? Like,
Yeah. No, not even close. And to not to stray you off here, but it coincides with the terrifying. Like if you look at that panel on the bottom right of page 3, the emu's face. that's a terrifying
Yeah,
face right
that's a
there.
terrifying
Like,
smile. That's a I'm coming to take something from you smile, and I that shit just makes me uncomfortable.
that's a face that's got like devious thoughts behind those eyes.
But on the other side, I do
There's
like that uh, he's talking he's talking his shit back. Like even though you can't really understand what he's saying, he's squeaking away,
yeah,
man.
gosh, where's Chopper when you need him?
Yeah, so I definitely that's another thought I was having. I definitely wanted to hear the translation of what he's saying because he's saying some
Oh,
off the wall stuff.
you think the anime gives us that? You think the anime gives us that translation?
I think they should. It'd be pretty dope.
I'd obviously I'd like to know, but it'd be so tough.
You
Uh,
just know it's
bullshit.
something along
Well,
of
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
Fuck,
something
man.
along like
I
you bitch
just,
ass nigga like.
yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
go over to page 4. You see the eclipse
Yeah.
again, which is one of his favorite moves out here right now. But it's just pretty dope to
Yeah.
see them clash.
I kind of undersold, I think, this page in like reading it off. I didn't even really like take into consideration of like what's actually happening here. Like Ratatasker is doing an ice cloud attack uh, on top of Loki's head.
Yeah, and then
And
you
then
got the
Loki is
charge up.
shooting like lightning arrows through the ice cloud to like create some kind of like Emu was saying, some dual esque like element combo attack, which I'm trying to think like in the show, like where else, like there's nowhere else that we've seen a dual element, as far as I can remember, like dual element esque attack in a single attack,
Not really.
let
And
alone like
yeah, that's what my whole. We've had this conversation before about them doing tag moves. Like they need to do more moves as a crew. Like
right.
we've had some essences of like how Frankie wanted to do the everybody docking together and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
yeah,
How let down they were with Robin.
yeah, and Robin refused
She's
to
like,
do it. I refused.
I'd rather die. I'd
Yeah,
rather die.
but yeah, I think it was cool, and it also goes to show you their relationship was like they're really close to be
Yeah,
having these battle moves planned out and stuff like that. And again, it goes to say that I would have liked to see Loki in some more fights and some more stuff before this game. But again, I can't complain. This is gas. Um,
yeah,
again, it's just super terrifying to have all this carnage and stuff around. Can you imagine being hit by one of those stray eclipse like little demons,
yeah,
like you're just walking along, obviously a whole bunch of stuff is going on, but you see he's just spreading that stuff out everywhere, so to be like
yeah,
minding your own business and then that just fucking barrels down at you. Oh, that's just
yeah.
that feels
To
like
be on a receiving end of either one of those, like you're again, like you said, minding your business, and next thing you know, there's a frost covered lightning arrow
yeah.
hurling at you at the fucking speed of fucking Superman or some shit, dude.
And yeah, I will
Yeah,
say this.
but both of them, yeah, both of them. But the how terrifying to see like a flying like demon esque with horns, like a demon ghoul flying at you with horns.
Yeah, I'd
Like,
be shitting my pants, dude. I don't,
yeah,
I don't want to deal with that at all. But
no,
again, I will say this. I say this. I will say this every episode. The drawing is crazy. The environment,
immaculate.
the environment is amazing. The carnage is crazy. You really get the sense of like, oh my god, this is the whole world is probably shaking right now from this one battle alone. And this is going to be this is just a pinnacle of what's coming. Like this is really going to change the course of the story after this.
Yeah,
And
100%.
it's just dope. But I am ready to move on to the next 5 pages if you are, if you don't have anything else to add to this.
No, I'm all set.
All right, on you,
Alrighty,
man.
alrighty. We continue with Bonnie looking out over the destruction. She says, "Yikes, scary." Lilith calls, "Bonnie, come back this way." Bonnie says, "Do not worry. I'm not going to try and fight that." "Of course not. I'm your guardian now," Lilith replies. "I'd never let you do such a thing." But who is that? We cut to what appears to be, is that Sanji?
Yeah, that's Sanji.
Can't even tell.
Is Sanji.
Like a recovering Sanji on the ground. Clearly, he's the superior of the Holy Knights of God, but he's not one of the five elders. In a massive organization lasting 800 years, it's only natural that power struggles will breed deeper and deeper darkness, which would mean, "Hey Sanji, you're too hurt. There's no other choice for me, Bonnie," Sanji replies. We cut to Killingham. "How's that, Sanji? I didn't need to take you out myself, though it's incredible you're all alive right now." Sanji replies, "Where are you going?" "Back to my mission. Can't you see my rippling strength?" "So long, sucker." Sanji gets up. He still hasn't given up on kidnapping those children. Sanji chases after Killingham. Bonnie and Lilith cry out for Sanji. Sanji replies, "I can't let all of our battles be for nothing. This is the land that Usopp and Luffy have been dreaming about. I'm going to keep Elbaf safe." We see Sanji taking off into the sky. It's the land of giant, beautiful women. He finishes his thought off with, "That guy is different, bro." We
Yeah.
cut to the Owl Library. So around the back, there's a hidden tunnel, ending in a secret room. And you managed to protect all the books from the fire? Well done, Biblo. "Thank you. I thought they were all lost." "Yeah, I'm mighty glad too, and if I gotta admit, I'm even more perplexed about you, more than before, Biblo." We cut to the Sea Cloud Port, Western Village. And here we go. We have St. Somers, rather. "Hey, hello. Somers speaking. Did I say Somers? I meant Super Somers. And I found a giant ship to use. Bring the brats over here in 5 minutes." Cut to the pub, Western Village. Look at the forest. It's like a war scene. The cut through your fingers are incredibly sharp and clean, so they should reattach. But it'll take months for a full recovery, says Chopper to Gerd. "Thank you, Chopper. I feel so inadequate. I'm supposed to be the one who heals everyone else. There is nothing you can do about that," Chopper says. Surrounding giants and giant children, say, thanks, Dr. Chopper, for helping my mom and everyone else. It's an emergency. It's only emergency care. Once we're through this disaster, I can give proper treatment. Roto fawns over a gird. Ooh, ultra rare gird. My precious has chopped fingers, and I am I dreaming? Is this official? I would give all of my fingers if I could. She replies, don't. Roto says, harsh. I am unworthy of the gift of your sharp tongue. Freaky boy.
Yeah,
Freaky dude.
super freak boy, Diddy party heaven.
Yeah,
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 I can
yeah,
start
for real.
this one.
Cool.
uh, First off, I will start off by saying I thought Sanji's brains was scrambled like an omelet. I thought we were
Dude,
looking at that man was taken out right there, bro. Like, 'cause if you look at the
I,
panel at
yeah,
first,
I was struggling like it. I was struggling with you, bro, because his head is almost like it looked like his gear, like you know what I mean, but his head is almost unrecognizable. Like you said, it's like his brain was kicked in.
yeah, I thought that man was packed up. I was hearing the song that "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye" song in my head.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
thought
so
man's was a I thought
hard
that was man was a pack.
to say goodbye.
Don't finish the line. I don't know if we
That
get
man,
copyrighted. Oh, uh, yeah, but to see him get up from taking that vicious spinning heel kick that he gave to that man,
oh my goodness.
Sanji
And
is
that's your specialty too? Like
yeah.
that's your specialty?
Yeah, but that just goes to show his strength is is getting up there, man. Like that kick again. Anybody else? Name a lot of people who are taking that kick from Emo.
Not, yeah, very, man, these damn Germa cells or whatever gotta be the shit they gave to Black Panther or the shit they gave Captain America, 'cause
Mm-hmm.
boy,
Wolverine type exoskeleton. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like he's got adamantite or
man,
however you
adamantium.
say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bro did get
I'm
his
about to get
shit
roasted for
rocked.
that one.
You know, it's good. G. Yeah, we're all nerds here.
Yeah, yeah. You get it, you get it.
You got your own. We got our own niche though. It's all right. Yeah, but for him to start to get up and you can really tell that definitely affected him though. It's he's all bloodied, cut up. For this
Yeah. Well, then
man,
so like, go ahead. Yeah, my bad.
you good. For this man killing him to come back and just stomp on him basically, and that little shit eating. Like kick him back down. Like, dude, that's again, that's the villains I want in the story. Because a lot of the other villains felt like Mickey Mouse villains sometimes, but like this is
Right.
the type of shit I've been waiting for in a story. Is just terrible people. But like we've seen how the celestial dragons act, so again, it's not a surprise that they're terrible. I also do want to touch on the you see Stella um,
Yeah. Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
memories come back to Lilith and stuff like that. Because I tend to like sometimes when you see Lilith again, you tend to forget she is a Vegapunk sometimes because like are they getting cut off from his intelligence or are they just starting to become sentient and be their own people in a way? I don't know, but it seems like they kind of forget some of the stuff that Vegapunk Stella does, and they are
Hmm.
Vegapunk sometimes. It's just a side note that I was thinking about. We can I'm going to move on to the next page. Again, we got Killingham stepping over him in his half horse form, and he's
Hmm.
kind of just like you know kicking dirt on Sanji while he's down, and you see him basically uh, jump off this man and hurt him some more, and the look on Sanji's face is just pure hatred. So I'm hoping this is when Conquerors gets unlocked. I'm hoping this is the moment. We've waited long enough. It's time to show, like, because again, we need it. It was harder to take out these people as it was now, so we can't take them out without the boost. And again, we'll get to that,
Right.
the little bit
Right.
of the last part of that, but it's just good to see Sanji actually hurt, and you see him not hesitate to go save the other people, even though it is for a little bit of the selfish reasons. But I still like that they put it on the back burner. It's not like
And he's
that's
angry, and he's
yeah,
clearly angry here.
clearly angry, and he's clearly going to protect children. And again, he still is himself by wanting to protect all the beautiful giant ladies there, obviously, which who wouldn't? Who
Yeah.
wouldn't? Um, but you could tell like that wasn't the main thing he was striving to protect right there. He was striving to protect his friends' dreams. He was striving to protect the children of Elbath, and then came his own desires. So it's also like you can't say this man is just a selfish guy who only thinks about himself and what ladies all the time. He is really there for his friends and family and the people he care about. It's just good to see. Like I don't like Sanji hate at all because like he's not my favorite character. Don't get me wrong, but he's the left hand of the guy who's going to be the king of the fucking pirates. Like, so you just
Right.
gotta give him his respect, and I'm tired of the disrespect towards him.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like I mean, now, I mean, there's no Gabon hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No Gabon hate.
no, there's never
What do
any
we
Gabon hate. Um,
we can't hate Sanji because Zoro's the coolest guy of all time.
and don't get me wrong, I understand Zoro's the coolest guy, but also I'm a type of anime fan where I want to see the whole crew do something. I don't want to get
Oh,
the
I'm right
Dragon
there with
Ball.
you. I'm right there with you.
I don't want the
I'm right
Dragon
there
Ball
with you.
effect, and I've spouted this a lot of times, but we haven't actually recorded me saying it, so I want to get that out there. I like animes where everybody can bring something to the table, and it's just not everybody getting saved all the time. Because One Piece had that problem for the longest time. Everybody was not putting in adequate work. Like they needed to
Right.
get saved too much, and I don't like that. Like I want characters to develop and actually have something to bring to the table. But I'll move on
Right
to
there
the
with you.
next page. I'll move on to the
All
next
right.
page with the owl. I feel like I called this. Didn't I say like something about a trap door or a hidden room before to you with how they have
I
the
feel
bookstore?
that sound yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds
I
familiar.
feel
You
like
know me back
yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah.
title to the
Zaza, yeah. The Dodie. Yeah. uh, but yeah, I thought it was cool. I really don't have too much on it. Yeah, I kind of figured we weren't going to erase all the history of the world because that is Emu's goal initially. So if that happens, he kind of won already. Even if he loses here, he accomplished what needed to happen. No one has proof of what happened back in the day and all this history and text to basically further the new generation and their learning and findings and stuff like that is all destroyed. Like, so he can make the narrative up of whatever he wants. Like, that kind of that kind of to me should have been the biggest goal, was erasing the world's history.
Hmm.
So, but that's kind of all I forgot for it. And it's always good to see Robin happy. You know, she's not PTSD'd out about a Buster call. Cause yeah, I was
Yeah.
getting sick of that trope of every arc we get a
Oh
Buster
man, yeah,
call and
you're not lying.
she's having a PTSD moment. And again, I get it. I understand. Like, there's nothing wrong with her having the trauma. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't want to keep that. What's the trope? I don't want to keep that trope of, okay, the island's getting blown up, Robin's freaking out. Like, all right, girl, we've been through this too many times. We Are you gonna do your role? Like I said, play your role, and we could save this whole entire thing if we play your role right. But yeah, it's always good to see her happy and everything. But on to the next page where you got Summers. Again, I have a love hate relationship with this dude. Um, uh, I hope when it gets animated that he goes, no way, it's Super Summers, because that's that's just gonna make me laugh so hard. Um,
Mm, mm, mm.
the strength boost that this man is giving to these people is crazy. Cause like he, I don't know what he did to get the giant ship, but it seems like to me he picked this thing up. And if that's the case, I I don't know, man. That's a huge feat of strength to me. I don't know if he's picked it up. I'm not saying whether or not he did, but it looks like he did pick it up and it's dropping down to where it is now. I'm not entirely sure.
Right.
But yeah,
No, I think I totally agree there. I mean, if you kind of just kind of look at the area around it, it looks like it's, you can see clouds, or
yeah,
I'm assuming those are the clouds.
if you look at the top
Yeah,
panel,
it's
it's
kind of
in
like
the sky right now. Like, that thing is
right,
falling.
right.
And then the middle panel is it
And then
crashing to the
yeah,
clouds where
yep,
it's at now.
yep.
So, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think I
It's
mean, yeah, he would have had to have picked it up or something. I
but
think I mean,
that's
yeah.
crazy. That's a crazy feat of strength. Man,
Yeah, it even says doublouche.
yeah. uh,
Crazy.
again, I don't have too much for the. It's good to see Chopper getting back to work. Um, uh, it's good to see that again. I said something about her fingers getting cut off clean, so I think they'd be able to be reattached.
Yep.
Um, so that's good. I don't have too much. Like you said, bro's a freak. He
Freak.
man's a freaky
Yeah.
dude. Talking about ultra rare gird. Like, yeah, that's what people want to hear, and that's weird as shit, man. Like I don't have too much on this man. I don't know why they haven't beat him the hell up at this point. He's a freak dude.
Yeah, the ultra rare whatever shit he's got going on is
She hit his ass.
disturbing a little bit.
She hit his ass with a don't don't talk to me.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to add is yeah, you got everybody who's talking crap about Sanji. Now, don't get me wrong. These guys are facing the big bad right now. But Hazruden
Hmm.
is laid out right now. That
Yeah, he's
man
out.
is out of the fight. Sanji is up. He took a spinning heel kick from a giant emu. That's
Hmm.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Um, yeah, but that's all I got for these 5 pages, man. It's again just
Oh yeah.
it's flowing great. Um, you got anything you wanted to add?
Yeah. So just a handful of things I think I wanted to touch on, just like the beginning where we were seeing the dialogue with Killingham on talking. It's it looks like it's a flashback. So like, we see Bonnie, Lilith, them chatting up at the top, and then they see we see him talking to Sanji on the ground, and then at the bottom we see Killingham. I feel like that's a quick little flashback
I
of
did
them.
not notice that, but yeah, that actually is accurate.
If
I believe that.
if it feels like a little flashback of that, and then he's like, Sanji's like kind of still messed up on the ground, like, where you going? Dude's like, I'm out of here, back to the mission. And then he does that like kick off of him to say like yeah, so long, idiot. Like basically rage baited the hell out of Sanji to get up and get pissed and get back into the fight, which takes me in like the feelings of how like the last chapter ended, where they both like looked at each other. Ooh, maybe that's not. Maybe it's okay, no, yeah, it's definitely not last chapter. I'm getting ahead of myself here.
No, you're good.
Also when but yeah, no. Definitely gives me good vibes. Um Seeing Sanji pissed. Not only like pissed almost in the similar way of how Luffy gets pissed. He's not only pissed for himself, he's pissed for people that have been dying. Like this isn't his necessarily like dream or something that like he's pissed because this is affecting how people he holds dear to him feel about this.
Yeah,
So like fighting for other people's like on behalf of other people's emotions is such a Luffy-esque like thing or emotion to have.
it's such a
And so,
conqueror's emotion to have. Sorry to interrupt.
mm-hmm, mm-mm, whenever you see fit, please.
Yeah,
But um um yeah. I mean, yeah, seeing him all pissed and then as he's fucking taking off, he has to throw in that, it's the land of fucking big beautiful women.
yeah,
That shit had me dying.
yeah. It
Like,
had me rolling.
okay. It
Definitely.
did have me rolling, but I'm just like I just like at one point though, just give me if it gives him Zoro points if he just leaves it there at the end. You know what I mean? But it falls in line with the Minister of Love thing that Gabon has, and like no matter whatever, he still kind of fights with this like what also propels him in the same amount is fighting for hot, beautiful women or big, well, in this instance, like giant, beautiful women, but like really in just general, like Like he's fighting for the hose. Like the hose get him fired up to fight. Like thinking about these dickheads, how the hose might get treated by these dickheads, which is funny. I mean, whatever, to each his own. But
Yeah.
fighting for the hose that get you fired up just as much as the bros, like he's firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, I mean,
He's fighting for
yeah.
all levels of glory. He's trying to fight for the bros and the hoes.
No, really.
Like
But
he's coming for all the glory.
I I like that his motivation is kind of what his hit what's personal to him. Like cuz there are some
I
other
agree.
people that have stupid reasons to fight. Like
I agree.
there are
I agree.
definitely
But
way shittier. But go ahead.
I think in this instance, I also would have been happy if they didn't add that moment because we already know this about Sanji. Like he's always, you
Yeah.
know, uh,
But
uh.
can I ask you the
So like,
question?
so like, go ahead.
Are you not wanting them to add the moment because the haters who basically are downplaying Sanji because of that? Or are you.
I
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, no, I want to let you finish. My
No, you're good. That kind of. Are you have your own personal reasons why you didn't want him to say that? That's
It's
kind of.
mixed. It's mixed. It's mixed. I think in part it's the hate, but the hate is also I think pushed or forced by Toei and like the animation, unfortunately. Like they do, I mean, a really good job on most parts, but it's seemingly like there's lots of moments that have been either kind of overemphasized or kind of hyperbolized
No, I
of
understand.
like like when he was barking at Stussy, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that wasn't part of the manga. That was something that
Yeah, I know you
they put in there, and
particularly
it's
hated that.
supposed it's it's supposed to be funny and lighthearted and stuff, but like man, it was not. Oh, whatever. I get it though, but Zoro is so partially the love that Zoro gets is that he's so stoic and says the cool shit at the right times and then does something cool afterwards, follows it up with a cool action. I just think Sanji would benefit from some of that same like like it would resonate the same with Sanji if they just and like choose when he's like that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like I like when they're I don't know. There's already been a couple moments in the few episodes now where like of Elbaf for the anime that
That they're overdoing it.
Sanji. Well, no, that I'm not overdoing it, but like Sanji's like when they were falling down from wherever, like Sanji caught Nami, made sure she didn't fall and hit the ground. She was like thank you, blah blah. Sanji gave her shoot. They were cold. He gave her his uh, cloak to stay warm. You know what I mean? Like so, like
Yeah.
we're seeing the evidence of he's that's.
He's just a stoic
I just
person.
want to see.
Yeah.
Well, like he kind of was stoic pre time skip, and not that he's not now, but like he kind of was stoic like that. Like he kind of did hold that like demeanor,
They
that tough demeanor, that
they pushed the
suave,
dog
tough
thing.
demeanor.
They pushed the dog thing a little
Yeah,
too much after that. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But they did have some moments where they were like, um, the dream stuff, like where she was asking him what did you dream about right before that, and
right,
like
right.
I'm like that's
hmm
actually funny though. It's not creepy. Like everybody could have their own imagination and shit like that, and
I'm
it'd
cool.
be kind of
Yeah,
just
I'm cool
like,
with that.
and he was kind of like, I'm not gonna tell you that because you're gonna feel gross. Like you're gonna say I'm gross if I told you why my dreams were like how it was, but he kind of kept it to himself and just jumped down. And that's the kind of stuff I'm trying to see. Yeah, I don't want the, like you said, barking like a dog, acting like an idiot. I just think like what it is for Zoro fans and Sanji hate is Zoro's his little down trait is him getting lost, and after a while they don't play on it as much. Like in Egghead, they were like, "Man, like you got to stay here." Like even making it the Sanji moment funny where he was like, "Who's gonna go find you?" You know what I mean? His little
Right.
down trait is not as bad as this man liking women, and I feel like it's a cop out because it's all a bunch of people who are easily offended, who really don't like the character, and
Well, they both. What people don't realize is they both have their own whatever. Like Zoro's thing is that he just gets lost,
yeah, that's what I was saying. His
which is
stuff
just
is
like
not like the women. Like he's
it's
not
not
a
like
ladies,
right.
and then
Right. It's like
he wasn't running
right.
from
Right.
cross dressers in
Like
Kamabaka. You know what I mean? So it's like,
you know what? Right. Right.
and that's why I feel like some of the
Shit's
hate
his shit's
came from
yeah. Zoro's shit's just more like Scooby Doo esque.
Zoinks.
Like
I got lost. Yeah, that's exactly, and it's kind of childish where everybody's like, well, oh, he just gets lost and all that stuff, and I'm like, yeah, but everybody has their quirk to them. Like everybody, that's
right.
why the Straw Hats are the Straw Hats. Like everybody in that crew has weird quirks to them. Robin with her gruesome, uh, what's it called, humor, her gruesome humor,
Right.
and Chopper when he tries to hide from people, he hides them in the wrong direction and stuff like that. Everybody's got their quirky stuff about them. It's
Yeah.
just
Like yeah. Yeah.
they hate it so much that this man wants to be a ladies' man. And it's weird. It's weird.
Well, they over sim like
Yeah,
sympathize. I don't even know if that's that's not if that's even a
it's a word now,
word, but
trademarked.
like yeah, yeah, they like over sympathize this man. They take the simping too far in the anime. But
Yeah,
I do want to continue on. I don't want to get stuck on this part too long. So I'm gonna go to the next page. Yeah, I mean, hats off to you if you, like I said, memory is a little hazy. It sounds familiar that we talked about that. I wouldn't put it past you because you definitely have been getting a like good eye at catching and or kind of, calling things out.
yeah. Thank you.
So props, yeah, props there. I do not have a whole lot at this. I'm glad the books are saved. Um, but the main thing I want to point out is just about the owl itself. And that it looks like the owl is wearing glasses and has a cloak.
Yeah, I see that.
Like those are humanistic traits. If this is just supposed to be a big giant Elbath owl,
Yeah.
why would it have like
No,
human-esque?
I actually did have something for that. I was gonna kind of say this be along the same things where I think it's kind of
Because like
like,
Morgan,
yeah. I was just about to say that. Go ahead.
yeah, I mean like we the whole entire time Morgan like Oda, I don't know if it's a SBS or maybe I don't want to speak for his name, but like across the forums and communities and Reddit like forums and stuff. Like said Oda like says that Morgan stays in his
It's bird form.
zone form pretty much like yeah, like full time.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I don't want to get too deep into that, but like if that's true,
No,
if
I heard
he
that
is
too.
staying in that to like mask his identity, then like
This
I
could be
mean,
the man with the
Is
burn
this
scar.
um no, I don't know.
I,
Maybe I can't rule it out
I,
per
I
se,
know,
but
bro. I know, bro.
I
Burn
I
scar
want to
theories.
say yeah. Yeah, fucking man,
I hate him.
million of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um but I don't know. I just find it weird. The cloak, the glasses. I think if, whatever. He's been here for a long time. I think it is somebody. I mean, hell, this could be even somebody that knew Joy Boy. Just as far as like is deep, interesting as that can go. Um,
Yeah.
I
And
think
another
I don't know.
thing.
I just think he's giving me person vibes sitting right there looking at Saul and Robin.
Right.
And so like and then to follow it up with like Saul being like, "Yo, I'm kind of perplexed about you, bro."
Yeah, but
Like
my
more than
thing is
before.
more than before. I would always be perplexed about this because, like, when did this guy show up? How long have we been here?
I don't
Why don't people ask questions before, like, shit hits the
I
fan
feel
around
like
this
they
show?
might have said I f- I feel like when we first got introduced to him, they might have said how long he was here. I don't exactly remember that time, so
Yeah, I know they
I'm
said
not gonna
he's been
bullshit.
here for a while, but again, that still would be questions I would go ask my grandpa or elders or something like that. Where did this giant bird come from, G? Like, when did he get
I
here?
think he's I'm gonna throw a minor theory out here, try to keep it fast. I think it's something he's tasked with from Joy Boy. Just kind of seems like another, I don't know, we got Emmett, we got Zunisha, I don't know, maybe we got another ally of Joy Boy. We got being tasked with some kind of mission of protecting the history and knowledge of.
Yeah,
I mean, this is seemingly the biggest. We thought O'Hara was crazy. This had its own knowledge, and then all the books were able to save from O'Hara, like on
right.
top of that in this library. So like this is the biggest hub for books in probably the entire world, at least for like dated back history and knowledge. Dude, hiding his identity, maybe tasked with something from Joy Boy that's just trying to like I'm just a bird, bro. I'm just a bird. You know what I mean? Whole time he's like not really, he doesn't matter, but like if people knew who he was, things could get weird. So I think he's just hiding his identity. I'm gonna move on past that to the
Yeah,
page 9. Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. I don't know where the hell this guy got this boat, but he literally just got mangled to a big pile of mangled Sommers by a lightning covered,
um,
conqueror's coated light r- gear 5 giant gear 5 rifle.
yeah,
Say that a few times in a row.
yeah,
Um, but I mean, I don't have to tell you guys if you read the I don't remember exactly what chapter it was, but a few chapters ago where Somers gets absolutely decimated by Gear 5 Luffy with a giant, what was it, Thor rifle? Dawn
yeah.
Thor rifle?
Don Thor rifle got crushed.
Yeah,
Got
absolutely crushed.
he got his
Um,
wig split.
yeah, I mean, like to the point where like he was in his most vulnerable state with whatever their heart system thing they have going on, their core exposed out in the open. Luckily, him and his butt buddy were both saved by Emu showing up. So, but I mean, this dude, like I said, just was decimated. Not only what, probably 10, 15 minutes ago, and now he's fully healed and riding a high that he's never probably felt before in his life. Like, I'm assuming their whatever power their hold had before is probably double, triple, maybe even 5 to 10 times over on a more exaggerated guess. But I mean, they're calling them. I mean, dude's calling himself Super Sommers. The other dude's saying like, "Can't you see my rippling strength?" Like they're riding like a high right now that they've never felt before, probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, dude probably grabbed that boat, found it, launched it right on the money, wherever it needed to be, about to land down on top of it. We got the boat, bring the kids, boom, bam, boom, Epstein City, we're out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so moving on, we got the combat you can probably the combat you can see in the background that's probably far as hell away. Like you're still getting massive rumblings and tremblings, don't get me wrong, but like that combat is probably so far away, like to the point where like none of the attacks are reaching to where they're gonna where this village is up top. Like
Yeah.
crazy. And then yeah, Chopper hooking her back up. I'm glad she's able to get her thumbs back because that was gruesome as hell. Just seeing that lady's just holding up. Who was she holding up? She was holding up
Somber.
somebody.
She was holding up Sombers.
Yeah, and then just bye 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 thumbs. I thought her pointer fingers got chopped with it. Um, but
Um.
irregardless, irregardless, she got sliced.
Well,
Hadruden's messed up. Back to your point,
on this panel,
Sanji,
she's got
the
three other fingers on that hand. Sorry about that, but
right.
like I
No,
don't
you're
know
good.
if
You're
like
good.
he wrapped the thumb and the finger up at the same time, which might have happened because
Right.
it's Chopper. He's small. She's a big lady, like not rude big, but like she's a big lady. She's a giant.
Right. Right.
So he's
So,
made do with what he could.
right.
But yeah, you were talking about
Um,
Hadron. My bad.
Hadruden pretty beat up on the ground. Looks like he's out cold.
Chin up
Dude's a freak.
in the air.
Yeah, dude's a freak. Dude's a freak meister.
Yeah, that's
King
a.
of the freaks.
He's the king of freak boys, freak boy, and I
Yeah.
thought a lot of other people. We had Senor Pink, we have Frankie, we have Sanji animated. This man's a freak. This man's a freak boy.
Yeah.
Like, uh,
We got Gabon. We got we got some freak motherfuckers out there. This the
Gabon actually seems like he has swag though. Like, man's actually
yeah.
had swag with them
It's yeah.
goddamn
It,
boots he had on.
yeah. I can't disagree with that. But I think that's pretty much about all I had for the chapter. Uh,
About these 10 pages or 5 pages.
yeah. Sorry, yeah, not the chapter. This
Yeah,
section of the
I was about to
chapter.
say the last little bit you could read, and then yeah, we'll do our wrap up.
Yeah. So, all right, let's pick up with this final part. We continue with Gerd saying, "But when I saw how you risked your life for your brother Bjorn, it made me think a bit better of you, Roto. Roto squirts blood when he gets excited. I have an excess of ultra rare Gerd. he says. And there goes her respect, says one of the children. Cut over to Team Zorro, port side of Western Village. I appreciate it, Goldberg. Our legs can't carry us as fast. It's fine. I'm the only one on the new giant pirate who didn't get horribly wounded. Plush, Elbash, in peril. Appreciate you helping us out. No worries, our captain's a friend's country is my country kind of guy. Goldberg replies, I can see why Hadruden thinks so highly of him. That black flame, though, it was transforming into steel bullets and bombs, and he clearly helped the Knights of God who are already here to power up further. We don't put an end to them soon, things will get out of hand. We cut over to Port West Village. Somers, I messed up. I summoned the wrong thing, says Killingham. Killingham, you didn't. Killingham replies, yes, what I'm afraid of. I got overzealous. You idiot, says Somers. Now you're going to be freaking us out. But you can still control it, right? Killingham replies, yes. It's still asleep, dude. So I think. So, what's done is done. Just hurry. We don't have time. What about Gunko? I saw her on the way here, but she's got to be dead, man. What? Says Killingham. So be it. Great Imu's body is not meant to withstand the outside, but even pushing past that, the strength we need and the strength ought to destroy are both right here. Do not disappoint the Great One. We must live up to his expectations, Killingham. He replies, of course. We cut over to Western Village. Rain. It's a downpour out of nowhere. What does this mean? It's flooding the indoors. Don't let the wounded get soaked. Killingham says, go, capture those brats. You see a mysterious power appear, grabbing onto the children, with some of them being grabbed and drowned in what appears to be some form of water. We have Colin, Yilva, screaming, yelling, help us. There's something outside. We were born in a place so high. It's above all the rain clouds, water coming down from the sky. It's a mysterious terror. After the people of the D and Nika, it was the most common boogeyman they warned us about. That in the lower world, there's a monster called the Rain God that dumps water on top of your head. Cut to the next page, appearing to the rhythm of the prayers for rain. Ooh, it's Zaza, freaky. Help us. The children cry out. Now take him away. Get him ready, Somers. We can set sail at any time. Uh-oh, something's going on at the village. Should I turn around? Hmm. Oh, no. Huh? Hey, get the job done right. Same to you, says Zoro and Sanji to Zoro. Kind of said that weird at the end there, but it is what it is.
No, that's
Um,
good.
that's it for the chapter. Um,
Amazing
so
goddamn
I'll let
chapter,
you,
brother.
yeah,
Amazing chapter,
it was
brother.
flowing. I was flowing well until that last little
No,
bit
you're
there. They
good.
had some weird dialogue.
Nah, yeah,
They had some
I
weird
did
dialogue
that.
between.
What?
It seems like
Yeah,
Zoro. It's basically just Zoro and Sanji noticing each other on their ways around,
yeah,
and both of them like yelling at each other, just saying, "Get the job done,"
yeah.
and the other one saying,
It's
"Same to
just
you." Just that same kind of rivalry. So, but I'm not gonna get too into it because I'm gonna let you kick off
yeah.
from
I
page 11.
did that too when I first read it. I was like, that confused me on how, but sometimes it's just how you read it on the phone. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I understand.
Right.
Um, Again, we start off with Freaky Dude and Gerd. Actually, Gerd giving him a little bit of respect, and then him quickly losing it made me laugh. Um,
Yeah.
Boy's just a freak, dude. That's all I can keep saying about him,
Yeah.
and he needs
There's no winning for him.
he needs
There's no
counseling.
winning for him.
Like, if
Yeah.
people hate Sanji, they're going to really dislike him. And, like, I kind of hope they push his creepiness a little bit more because I don't care about this character too much. Um,
Yeah, it might mild out. It might mild
it
out the
might
hate for
mellow
Sanji a
out
little
the
bit.
Sanji hate because this dude is like I don't hate him per se because he's it's just boy's gonna be annoying. I can already tell. Um, yeah, you got Zoro riding the giant. I kind of got like
Goldberg,
I kind of yeah Goldberg. I kind of got
she's got a list.
yeah I love the list. It's cool. I think it's pretty dope. He's got his lisp and I thought it was dope how you read it. I almost like I was like that's pretty dope that you actually did the accent with it too. It's pretty dope how you read it. Um, but that was giving me like the brown beard vibes when they were when
Yeah,
he was like I hate you guys
yeah,
kind of, but like yo that was giving me Zoro riding brown beard and then having everybody else hop on and take them wherever the hell they wanted to go. But at this point, like
right.
they can't really get around without a giant. And again, I'm not a hater of Zoro either. I just think, man, this guy's so cool, and they just never they just never do this man a disservice. There's not one time a chapter he's not just
Mm-mm.
being the cool dude, G. And
Right.
he ain't really doing much right now, but like you could see he's playing a crucial role. Um,
Yeah.
I liked his dialogue. I like hearing the dialogue and them talking about each other is really dope to me. They're all sticking up for each other. They're all basically saying, "Hey, you're not gonna talk about my crewmate that way." It just that all reminds me of like friendships we've had over the years and stuff like that. Just like we're boys. You're not about to sit here and talk about my boy like that. You know what I mean? It's just so
Right. Right.
it's cool to see that. It's cool to see that no matter where they're at, they got each other's backs and they know
Hmm.
again they're doing what the hell they're supposed to be doing. So again, like you said,
Yep.
Zoro just always breaking out the lines that are iconic and dope. Like man, but again, I did like Sanji's having his moments too. So like, hopefully in the anime they don't take one another's moments away to make the other person shine. I want to see them both going through this where they're
Yeah, because
moving.
that's what Oda's trying to portray here. You know what I mean? They're both having their little thing with wherever they're at and what they're dealing with, and they're both like kind of
Yeah, you can also kind of see the trope where
where
Sanji is kind of falling behind. That's why he's hurt a little bit more. But like you see, Zoro doesn't have too much damage on him, and he's encountered Emu. But like Sanji's pretty beat down, you know. So you could kind of
he did
slightly
also
see,
get stomped on. He
yeah.
did also get stomped on,
I
kicked
understand.
off of.
Like I said,
So he
I'm
did
not
take
trying to
a
take away from
right.
him. I'm just saying, like, as you
No,
see,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
it's still kind of prevalent where they're trying to make it to where it's like, okay, Zoro with the Conquerors is just a bit ahead of Sanji. I'm waiting for the gap to close. I want that gap to
Right.
close just a little bit more. I want him to have Conquerors, and it's 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 looking like we're getting there pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
We go to the port, and I don't know how Killingham's powers work, but how do you accidentally summon something that you're afraid of? You know,
I, man.
that kind of threw me off. Like, how do you do that? Yeah, I thought it was hilarious though, the sheer panic. I do like their kind of what's it called? Their chemistry together. Their chemistry together
Hmm.
is very funny. I can't wait to see that animated too. They do act like siblings, but I thought it was funny that you have Somers is the one kind of switching over to being serious now, and you got
Right,
Killingham is the one kind of goofing around and acting more like, oh, now I found a rival, and it's just cool to see the dynamics change as we're going to. But yeah,
right,
you can see Somers really just trying to lock in and not fail here and really uh getting to the point where like, hey man, this guy's not supposed to be here. We need to really move this along and not fail this mission. So he's really locked in. Whereas Killingham is not. He's kind of gotten shook up by Sanji, and he's screwing up to the point where he's bringing out monsters that they're afraid of. You got the other page. You got the downpour coming, and the kids grabbing the hands. First off, I want to say this panel is pretty well drawn out. It looked like a comic book, how a comic book spread would be drawn out. I like the illustration in it. It's just really good. I don't got too much to say about it. Like you said, you see the little girl get grabbed and she looks like she's drowning. So I don't know if
right,
like maybe she might uh, die here or something, or they need to quickly save this person. And
right,
I'm guessing Sanji is on his way to stop this. And then we have Somers over there with the boat, and I definitely just don't know where Zoro's heading, but hopefully he's heading there. So we're setting up for the round two of these fights, and they
right,
got a big boost on them. So these fights are about to get real, real grim, and I can't wait. But that just means we're not getting Luffy versus Emu for another few chapters. I'm gonna guess that. I'm gonna guess. Um, Obviously, Loki's not done fighting Emu at all yet.
right. Yeah, I agree. I'm with you.
We go on to the next page. Zaza looks dope. Um, we're meeting another god also,
Yeah,
which is crazy, and to the point where he's
sorta,
like,
right?
yeah, we're to the point where they're like, we don't know if this is real or in the imagination, but he clearly said he's in control of it, so it is a sleep tid. Is this just his rendition of what the god looks like, or who told them to be scared of them and why? I just got so many questions for this. I just also like it. It's clearly a woman, god, uh, goddess, but she's towering over everything. The water's everywhere. This spread out is just really dope. It looks like she has multiple hands, kind of like how I want to say the Hindu god. I'm not trying to be insensitive though. I'm not too
Hmm.
familiar with it. But yeah, how that the god with multiple hands and arms looks.
Hmm.
So I just like her aesthetic. It's just really dope, and it's just another thing that they have to deal with. I just can't wait to see how they take this out or take this on. Moving on
Yeah.
to the last little bit, which was like literally, yeah, kind of one of my favorite parts to see was again um, Zoro and Sanji's relationship is just amazing to me. Too, I know they hate each other, but when it's really time to lock in, it's time to lock in, and it's not like I didn't take it as like them pestering each other. Kind of, I took it as like men, like I trust you. I really trust you can get handle this. I know you have the potential to handle this. We're gonna get out of this together, man. Like that's
Mhm.
a camaraderie look. Like it's like me and you. You like, dude, get your shit together, and like I got you. I'm not gonna fail you, G. I got you, and like vice versa. We've had those moments. This literally again reminds me of moments we've had as friends, bro. Like, yo, you got this? Yeah, I got you. And you just trust me to take care of what I got to take care of. Same for you. I trust, yeah. If I put my trust in you, I know you got my back, G. So I just really love the chemistry between these two sides and seeing all the shit that they got going on. It's about to be a real war, and I can't wait till the next chapter drops. Man, this has been amazing. Oda is the goat. But that is all I have for
Yeah.
this. I'll pass
Oh
it
yeah.
along to
Okay.
you, partner.
Yeah. All right. So I'll start off by saying, yeah, kind of same thing with the Garden Roto. Um, not really too much more to add there. Just you know, dude doing the right thing when he should have done the right thing. Got him some bonus points, and then he's got to fuck it up by being a freakazoid. So I guess props to him, but then points taken away immediately, -2 points. So but yeah, again, Zoro always sticking up for Luffy pretty much at every turn, every corner, every chance, talking him up about how you know a friend's country is my country kind of guy.
Yeah.
So even to the point where you're hearing like Hadruden talk so highly of him to them. So like they kind of had an inkling about Luffy before he'd even step foot on the island. He's that kind of, has that kind of powerful presence. So thought that was cool to kind of touch into that. Um, and I guess really just how serious Zoro seems to be taking this, and he's analyzing kind of like what the hell, the analyzing the best he can out of what the hell just happened, out of just like the Emu's appearance, this different being of unknown power just appearing and basically powerhousing the fuck out of anyone who dares to step foot in front of him. Um, I kind of thought it was funny, like how you were saying about how the hell do you spawn something or like use your power to bring in something that you yourself are afraid of. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm thinking about it like bro did just kind of get his ass whooped, and Loki was being just straight palmed like a basketball by probably the thing he hates the most, which are fishmen, which ironically enough, he kind of seems like part fishman with the teeth he has. I mean, that's not kind of like a reach theory there. I think a lot of people kind of had the same idea. Um, but my thought process behind it is like he just got kind of manhandled and fist fucked, and now we're at the point here where he's just like trying to do shit out of spite. He's like, like again, he was like, "See you later, sucker." You know what I mean? Kicking off his body, trying to gain some of his like cool points back, but like it's like getting your ass kicked real bad, and then like I don't know, getting up and fucking like throwing a fucking rock through like the dude's car, like that fucking beat your ass or some shit like that, and then you just take off running. But then like, you're still pissed because you got a black eye and a fat lip.
Right.
Whatever though, it's like he's just steaming. He's steaming, you know what I mean? The beating still has him steaming. And so he's just pulling out shit just out of spite. And what kind of brought to my mind, it's like using like Maharaga
Yeah.
for like JJK. It's just like you get a whatever Megumi gets just a beat down so bad, or he's just
My
like, you know what?
yeah. My
Here's
analyst.
something he
Good. Good. My bad.
here's just something, here's something just, no one knows how to deal with. So here's that.
My
You,
comparison would be My comparison would be like the little brother getting his ass beat, running home, getting the bigger brother, then getting the bigger brother whooping the other guy's ass, and then the little brother talking shit on the way back, like he did
right,
something. That's kind of
right,
how I compared it to. Like the big bro came in and
right,
not laid the little kid out, and now little bro's still talking shit, and then dancing over your fucking knocked out body.
right.
And bro's
So
still
it's just
like,
fucking,
I'm still gonna beat the shit out of you
but
when I catch
yeah,
you, G.
it's like I'm still pissed. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, big homie came through and put a beat down on y'all, but I'm still pissed at what just happened. Like, y'all had me beheaded, bro, and being held by a stinky ass fish dude. But, um, yeah, I just don't understand. Like, what's up with the whole, like, why are they so scared? He's like, you idiot. Now you're gonna be freaking us out. You can still control it, right?
Yeah.
Even, like, he summoned something that he's not even sure he can control. And like to cut to the next page, or like I guess to get a little ahead, like just to cut to like the picture of Zaza, the god of rain, and it says sleep tid in parentheses under it. So like
Yeah, what does the real one look like?
I just got a lot of yeah, I mean I just got a lot of questions. Like, is this because I mean we're talking about dreams and nightmares, right? And we're seeing Nika and we're seeing the Draugr and we're seeing like,
Shout out to me.
what could be like a big mom, out of the sleep tids we saw earlier in the kind of the beginning of the Elbaf arc. And I just I don't like, you know what I mean? Those weren't exactly accurate adaptations of what the actual things are. I mean, they're close, but they're rough. This looks way more detailed and insane,
Yeah.
but like this is something that like I don't know. I just don't understand. Like if you guys yourselves are scared of it, why would you spawn something in? And why would you also spawn it in not knowing if you're going to be able to control it? So like you can be affected by this potentially, like negatively. So I don't understand why.
Yeah, I don't know, man. These guys
I don't.
don't
And
have
then
smart
like
ideas.
so like if this is a real thing, like the God of Rain Zaza, like and this is his Like, is this thing just out there? Like, what is like? Because this is like a recreation.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? This isn't the original God of Rain.
yeah. Why
So
is
that
Emu?
this is based on something.
Yeah, why is Emu telling everybody to be afraid of it? Is this modeled after Lilith? Is it Lilith? Not Lilith, but
No.
uh, what's Vivi's mom?
Oh, Lily.
Yeah,
Close. You're not far off. Lily. You're
yeah.
not Lilith.
My bad, my bad. Now I'm thinking of
No, yeah, yeah,
Vegapunk. Yeah,
yeah,
that's my bad.
yeah.
But is it modeled after? Because again, this was like, if you go back and see
Maybe.
some of the dialogue, there's like they taught us to be afraid of this person. Who taught you and why? Why did they need to teach you to be afraid of this? Why
Right.
are we
Right.
so afraid of rain?
So I'm just a lot of questions for that kind of part, just not understanding like what benefits them on spawning on like I understand being pissed off, but then like being so pissed off that you're gonna like again, like that was kind of like my example was like spawning in Maharaga
Yeah,
and like dude basically choosing like I choose not to listen to anybody. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'll do whatever the hell I want to now that I'm here.
Big Raga, the op stopper. Shouts out to dude.
But yeah, so like I don't know. Interesting decisions there.
Yeah,
Um,
fully agree.
I don't know if I want to get into this kind of thought process I had now per se, but I do want to note in at least now at the moment, while I'm on this page, is just the kind of cooperation that Killingham and Somers kind of have right now with each other. That's kind of all I'm going to say from for there for now, and then we cut back into, kind of it's raining so hard that it's flooding the indoors to the point where they're like, we got to get the wounded off the ground, or else it's gonna like mess with their treatment of healing. Even more so to the point where like you get a whole fist appearing through a wall, grabbing the kids. It's liquid, but it has substance to enough to the point to where like it can host things within it, or even I don't know, grab and pick them up. So that's kind of just weird. But I don't know. Just the way they're talking about it, like saying like we come from a place that's high above the clouds,
Right.
water coming from the sky, it's a mysterious terror.
How
So
mysterious
is
is
there
rain, G?
are they ta but are they talking about like I mean it would be mysterious if they're talking about
Yeah,
like
you're right. It
it's
goes,
raining above the clouds.
yeah, and it goes to the fact of what Dolphamingo was saying about people who don't experience certain things. It is a shocker to the system, I guess. But, like, if you got taught about it, you know what water is, you know what rain is. It seems like these people didn't have to stay on Marijois. So I
But
don't
I
know to be
mean like
afraid of that.
you see how fast things are like it's flooding fast. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that is true.
So I don't know.
That is
I
true.
don't know. It's and they're
Drowning
talking
is a
about
real
something that,
fear.
right.
My bad.
So that's no, you're good. That's just a interesting point I had there, I guess maybe.
No, I fully agree.
And then off to the appearance, like you were saying, the appearance is crazy. Like I don't know if that's like another big circle ring behind it, but it looks like it's got some circle water with water beads behind it. Big ass hat with the beads. Obviously given a female appearance. Um, what an interesting name was Zaza. Seems very, I mean, when you think about gods, you don't think about gods being very, I don't know, new. You know what I mean? Like there's no like
References of this person. Yeah.
or just like there's not like a god that just came, you know what I mean? That like that that's like 50 years old, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For like in real world time, like all the gods in our time are like, I mean, just eons old, old as hell, old,
Yeah.
old, old.
I agree.
And so there's no like, yeah, I just the name Zaza, it just kind of gives off like a tribal, like a weird tribal sense. And then I do want to point on the the dialogue where it says appearing to the rhythm of prayers for rain. Um,
Which is also related to Alabasta.
right. Um, to your point with Lily, um, I think it's cool though. We're talking about another god. We got Luffy, who's got like the drum of liberations for Joy Boy, talking about um Zaza, another god here with an like basically appearing to another rhythm, and
Yeah.
above it it says like though it's like stomp chomp shang shang stomp chomp shang shang. So like it's got like its own like,
The music is
and
the
I'm
key.
butchering yeah, I'm butchering like the the cadence of it or whatever, but like you said, the I don't know. I just find it interesting that, we got another kind of like godlike essence or being here, and it's got another, uh, another rhythmic, another rhythmic kind of essence that it appears itself to. And being different is cool too. I like that it's different, but wow, like you said, the appearance of this thing is crazy. It's massive.
Yeah.
Like the things from Elbaf, like the buildings from Elbaf are like buildings that literally house giants. Like I know that's kind of stupid to say, but like they're not tiny houses. This thing
No, it's
towers these
not stupid.
big,
That thing is enormous. Like, for it to be covering all that stuff is crazy.
and
That's
to and
a
then to
sight to
just
see. That's a
and then to
tsunami.
just be able to, yeah, and yeah, a walking tsunami. And then to just be able to like shove your hand through a building and, and be able to grab things at will, like at whatever you choose, and not grab other things that you don't want is kind of crazy. Um, it seemingly is kind of, I mean, working to Killingham's orders right now, where it's got the kids in its hand. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he said, "Go capture those brats," and I mean, it's got the brats. So I mean, it's kind of working right now. How long is it gonna obey those orders? I don't really know.
Yeah.
Um, but um,
Quick question. Do you think
yeah.
it was pulled from memory, or do you think he has like a reference in a book of how Zaza looked?
Mm, good,
Because
good.
like the kids sleep
I would
tips
I
was
would
pulled from
assume,
drawings and stuff like that and their
yeah,
nightmares.
right. I would assume, um, It's pulled since they're all afraid of it. Like Sommers is afraid of it. He's afraid of it. It seemingly most people in Mary Joie are afraid of the rain god.
Yeah, so it's pulled from a reference point, is where you're getting at.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's pulled from a reference point, but I also it could be pulled from an experience they've had personally as well.
It's fair.
So, um, I guess getting into the last couple little points I had were just how I mean like they're both handling separate parts of business that, don't have anything to do with each other. And I like how they pass each other on their way to handle the business they're trying to take care of and they have this moment of like you were saying earlier, this camaraderie, this I don't know, like essence of brotherhood where they see each other and it's like this is like a real war zone, bro. This is no fucking joke. Like we just saw that chick get her thumb and her fingers cut off. I mean, with no hesitation.
Yeah,
Sanji just we literally thought Sanji's brains were kicked in.
yeah,
Like people are getting turned into demons.
yeah.
Like
It's a war zone.
Loki got pierced through. Like things are not good. Kids are trying to be like they're trying to kidnap kids. Like the village is on fire. It's being destroyed. Like the thorn piercing. Like people are injured. Like almost dying. Like kids are almost dying. Like this is a real fucked up situation.
Yeah,
Power scaling just went through the roof with Emu showing up in person. So just like the weight of the situation and both of them crossing each other's paths and just being like, bro, get the fucking job done. Like, and get the job done right. And then just, like both of them are just like, yeah, like same to you, kind of, like literally same to you. Like,
yeah,
it's not in any way like him telling Sanji like what to do as a superior. It's like him telling him to me, like how I'm interpreting it as like literally, dude, like you're pretty much the equal to me. Like there's like Luffy probably I don't know. Like he, he trusted Sanji so much to the point where he not only went out of his way to go personally get him from some bullshit that he was dealing with on a whole different island, but went as far as saying that he cannot get to the final island and be king without this man.
yeah.
The same goes for Zoro, undoubtedly. But
Facts.
like it's an equalness here. It's superiority thing here. They're literally telling each other like this is like real deal shit. Get the job done. Like they're holding this is like them holding the weight of what it means to be the top two commanders, the top two guys that are gonna carry Luffy while he's not around or dealing with his own shit. Like he's without even saying it, they know that this is like what he's entrusting them to carry on and like like take care of business
Right.
type deal.
I also want to
I love
add,
that.
yeah, I also want to add, it's kind of them saying, hey, we both let this go on too far. It's time to unlock that killer instinct to that point where we need to stop dicking around with these people and trying to test their
Yeah,
strength.
you can see the veins popping on Zoro's head, and like obviously you can't see Sanji's
Yeah,
forehead, but he gets pretty pissed. We already know he's pissed off.
it's to
We
the
already know
point
he's
where they're
pissed off.
basically telling each other, yo, bro, it's time to lock the fuck in. Like, we've
Yep.
let this go on way too long. and way too
Yep.
far, and a lot of people are getting hurt from our bullshit. Like, that's what I'm saying, and that's why I was saying about Sanji. Yes, again, it seems a little creepy that he's saying about the women, but he's like, I need to lock in for these ladies who I've been trying to protect. Like, I need to lock in for my friends and the people I really care about. Like, this is this could have
Right.
been ended, and we would have just had to deal with this big bad together. But now, since we didn't end it and take on these people and take them down, now we still have stuff going on, and all of that stuff would have been for nothing if they come here and get away with it anyway. It's just, man, I like the dynamic. I don't like it when it feels like they're talking down on each other. I do like it when they're finally coming together and it's like, yo, bro, lock the fuck in. Hey, bro, same to you. I didn't. I need you to tell me that, but I got you, bro. Let's just know we're coming out on top on this. Like,
Yep. And then I guess the last point I have is that ironically enough, the same kind of camaraderie that Sanji and Zoro are having with each other, in a twisted sense, this is like the same thing that Somers and Killingham, I feel like, kind of have.
I,
Killingham seems like he's like older, or not
yeah,
Killingham. Somers seems like he's
Summers,
definitely
yeah,
older than Killingham, but assumingly that they're both immortal, and now that they've received the power that they received at their age, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping because I think we did see a younger version of Somers prior at some point, didn't we? At God Valley when he got beat up by Rayleigh.
yep, yeah,
Um, he looked a little younger, I want to say,
yeah, he did.
maybe. Um, so he definitely aged since then. But I want to say they probably have known each other for quite some time, and it just kind of the vibes they're giving off right now kind of give me a parallel of like a twisted parallel of like what we're feeling for Sanji and Zoro because they're both kind of like get the job done for our leader. You know what I mean? They're both kind of like
Don't
we
fail
can't
him.
like
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. What's their we must live up to his expectations,
yeah,
basically,
yeah,
is exactly what he said. So like it's the same thing. Zoro and Sanji are literally it's the same thing. Like Luffy, you're not around, shit's hitting the fan.
yeah,
Like we need to be able to live up to your expectations of being able to handle things while you're not around. Like two together need to equal you while you are not here.
yeah. That's fair. Um, well, that's the end of the chapter. I would like to ask you, what would you rate that chapter? It was a short, good
Chapter
one.
rating, short good one. Um hmm. I mean, definitely, you definitely can say there's some crazy things going on, especially with the appearance of another god, and a few other things like I don't know. I guess the short battle with uh,
Short, but a lot of stuff.
what
You
we seen
get
with
Loki,
yeah,
Emu.
yeah,
You got a god
Loki,
reveal.
Emu, God reveal, a couple interesting things happening. Um, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say like a 7.8.
It's fair.
Good chapter, good chapter. It's not it's definitely not bad. Like 7.8, like I don't know what I would have wanted more out of this chapter per
Yeah,
se, but like it's mainly just like I don't know.
yeah. I'd say
Um,
7.5. It does what it's supposed to do. It's there to
yeah,
further the story. It wasn't that, like, again, I liked the aspects, but it wasn't like a chapter where I was, oh my god, and, you know, up up from my
like
seat reading. But it
right there
was a good one.
there was a there was a again God reveal big stuff there. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but there's questions that come with that. Like, is that the actual like representation? You know what I mean? It looks pretty vivid. It looks pretty like well thought out.
yeah. It's just
Um,
knowing Oda, you're not going to
but
get
then
the
again,
answers right then and there. So it's kind of,
again, seeing a combo elemented attacked, I think was pretty cool. Seeing an ice lightning attack, and even to the point where Emu comments on it, lightning caused by an impact with ice. Like
right.
he said that thy affinity for another was always great, basically saying you're a good pair.
Yeah.
So, um, I don't know. I don't know, Loki just being more and more badass as things go on. Sanji and Zoro locking in is always great. Hopefully, like if we get a continuance of that on the next chapter, where we get to see them do things that are like the equivalent of locking, like confirming that they're gonna lock in, like if they do something both equally sweet, um, that's great to me. Uh, I mean, yeah, at this point, just throw Chopper or Emu and see what happens, right?
Right. uh, yeah. Um, that's
But
everything for you, man. That's pretty much everything for me. Um,
yeah,
I would say chapter predictions, but again, you kind of already gave what our prediction was slightly. I'm hoping again we see the two captains start to do their job.
did we get Luffy back next chapter?
I see seeing a little bit of Luffy, maybe introducing him into the fight at the end of the chapter. I don't see a whole chapter being filled with Luffy. It's kind of been the chapter where it's kind of been the arc that we don't have Luffy in, really. Like, we see him a little bit in the first half. We don't see him too much in the middle part of it. We haven't seen him too much in this. Um, I think we get a reveal of how he's going to be after devouring all that food. But other than that, I think we don't touch uh, anything from him for another good two chapters, maybe. I think this one drops next week, right?
I believe so. I'd have to double check that.
I'm pretty sure it's next week, and then I think we get another 14-day, maybe another 14 2 week
No,
one. Are we getting ones back
no
to back?
reveal yet. No reveal yet on the chapter release according to Shonen Jump. So,
Let me see, because I thought mine said 9 days. Let me
but
check. Let me check. Yeah, mine says coming new chapter coming in 9 days. So we get one in 9 days.
cool.
If we get one back to back that week, I think it's gonna be more fights. But yeah, I think we're gonna start with Zoro and stuff like that, dealing with
Yeah,
Zaza and maybe seeing a little bit of Sanji's conquerors, at least a hint,
Yeah,
at least the hint of his conquerors come in, and Zoro basically just doing what Zoro does and dominating. Pretty much, I don't think Zombers brings anything else to the table other than the little bit of super strength that he has. I don't see him changing up the fighting though. So I think it's gonna be a hard battle for Zoro now that he's got the little power boost, but I still think he kind of runs through him a little bit, a little bit. Um,
right,
Sanji, on the other hand, has to deal with the whole god at this point, and again, I don't see him stopping him with the boost because if the sleep tits get a boost on top of him having a boost, they were already having trouble taking these things down. It took a
right,
combo of them to take that thing down. The one sleep tit they did when they first stopped killing him. So it's my man's got to unlock something within him.
right.
Um, but that is pretty much all for me. Like I said, on predictions.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's all for me as well. So if we want to go ahead and just wrap her up here, I think that's cool.
All right,
Um, Thanks for tuning in for another chapter review of
One
One Piece
Piece.
here at Arc Theory. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.